Hello and welcome to another lecture in free course by techlatest.net on Minikube. So far we had covered a lot of things like course overview objectives, then about instant Kubernetes create with VM with Minikube, then overview of Minikube. Now in this video we'll talk about the Minikube use cases, like what are the actual use cases of Minikube and like how you using, what are the benefits of Minikube. Okay, so let's start our lecture. So you can see here the learning Kubernetes, testing Kubernetes application, developing Kubernetes application, creating Kubernetes tutorials. Okay, so if you're talking about first use case, so let's first talk about what is Minikube. Okay, so Minikube is an individual tool for developers who want to build, test, and iterate on their application in a Kubernetes environment without needing access to a remote cluster. By running a Kubernetes cluster locally, developers can uh, rapid prototyping. So if you're talking about first use cases is called rapid prototyping. Okay, so quickly spin up and like tear down cluster to test new features or configuration simulate production, create an environment that closely mirrors the production setup, allowing for more accurate testing and debugging. Isolation, run multiple isolated cluster on the same machine, each dedicated to a different project or aspect of the application. Then if we are talking about use case 2, so it is like the learning and education. So Minikube is a perfect for educational purpose, whether you are a individual looking to learn Kubernetes or instructor teaching a class on Kubernetes concepts. It provides an hands-on practical experience with interactive tutorials, follow along with tutorials and guides in real Kubernetes environment, experiment with different Kubernetes features and configuration without the risk of impacting a shared or production environment. Workshops and conduct workshops and training sessions with each participating running their own local Kubernetes cluster. Now let's talk about our third use case, which is CI/CD pipeline integration. So integrated Minikube into continuous deployment pipeline can enhance the testing and deployment process by automated testing. Run automate test in your Kubernetes environment, ensuring that your application behaves correctly in the same environment where it will be deployed. Environment parity, so maintain consistency between development, testing, and production environment, reducing the chance of environment specific issues. Feedback loop, achieve a faster feedback loop for developers by running integrated integration tests locally before committing code changes. Then let's talk about use case 4. So use case 4 is something application debugging and troubleshooting. So this is one of the most important term in software development life cycle, or even in a DevOps life cycle. Okay, so which is called application debugging and troubleshooting. So Minikube can be a powerful tool for debugging and troubleshooting application by providing a local environment that mimics production. So reproducing issues, reproduce and investigate bugs that occur in production in local controlled environment. Real-time monitoring, utilize Kubernetes monitoring and logging tools to gain insight into the application behavior. Configuration testing, test different configuration and deployments to identify the best setup for production. Now next use case is infrastructure as a code, which is IAC. This is one of the most important use case, and most of the developers, most of the DevOps engineer use infrastructure as a code use case. So for teams practicing infrastructure as a code, Minikube provides a local environment to develop and test infrastructure configuration like Terraform and Helms. Use tool like Terraform and Helm to define and manage Kubernetes resources, and test these configuration locally before deploying them to production. Version control, basically Git and GitHub is version control. Your infrastructure code and ensure changes work as expected by validating them in Minikube. Consistency, ensure consistency between development and production by using the same IEC definition. Then next use case and last use case is basically the uh, add-on and plugin development. So developers creating Kubernetes add-ons or plugins can leverage Minikube for local development tests add-on or plugins locally without needing a full Kubernetes cluster. Compatibility testing ensure that add-ons or plugins are compatible with the latest Kubernetes version by testing them in Minikube. Then uh, use case 7 is edge and IoT application. This is also the best best use case you can say of Minikube. So basically for edge computing and IoT application, Minikube can be used to simulate edge environments, local simulations, simulate edge nodes, and test how application behaved in constrained environments, connectivity test connectivity and some communication between edge nodes and central cloud. Then resources management, experiment with management strategies to optimize performance on edge services. So that's all about the use cases of Minikube. Okay, so if you want to check our website, so if you click on product and support page, then here you can in DevOps category you can find about the Minikube Minikube product. And in our upcoming lectures, we can deploy Minikube on GCP, AWS, and Azure. We use multi-cloud VMs. Okay, and on AWS, GCP Marketplace, and Azure Marketplace, this product is available by techlatest.net. Okay, so you can also check the VM benefit, the cost-effective instant setup, ideal for production educational tools. So in conclusion, Minikube is a versatile tool with a wide range of use cases from local development and testing to CI/CD integration, debugging IAC development, add-on development, and edge computing. By providing a local Kubernetes environment, Minikube empower developers, educators, and operations teams to work more and efficiently and effectively with Kubernetes. Thank you for listening this lecture, and thank you for listening, and I hope you guys like this lecture.